ever taught by everyone around you was a complete lie. None of it was true.
So someone tell me why, after watching this girl's video, I felt everything she was saying with my mind, body, and soul. I literally felt everything she was saying. I literally experienced like everything she was saying. Like nothing she said was inaccurate. Also, sorry guys, I haven't been posting recently. I've been dealing with my job and visiting friends and kind of dealing with some stuff in life. But I'm going to try to post more consistently, but sometimes I won't be able to because I'm working a job and dealing with things in my life. The reason for this video is because I just got back from work and I watched this video and I related to it so much and I felt like I just want to make a video on it. Now, I won't be able to fully capture everything that I went through when it came to departing from Roman Catholicism and Christianity. I would have to make like a really long YouTube video to fully get every single detail of everything that happened and sort of pick at some of the arguments that caused me to leave. But I'll try to stuff as much as I can into this TikTok. One thing that I did realize after watching this creator's TikTok, and shout out to her, is that during my process of departing and leaving Roman Catholicism and leaving Christianity, I sort of went through the 5 stages of grief. And I just think it would be a good way to structure the next few parts of this video in accordance with these stages. Okay, I'm gonna sit down for this one. But basically, after arguing with atheists and having all of my Christian talking points destroyed and like everything dismembered in the amount of seconds, I even started to discover flaws in the Bible and the barbaric nature of God and the rules that he set for his people. It's like my whole world was pulled out from right under me and I just fell into darkness. All my plans were based in religion. My future was based in religion and it all went away because it didn't make sense. For a little bit in my life, my mind sort of descended into nihilism because it was like my whole life was meaningless. I was expecting God to reveal my life purpose to me, to do so many things in my life. And now God didn't make sense. A lot of stuff weren't adding up and it was destroying my whole worldview. And what I had grown up with was gone. It didn't make sense. It was destroyed. As my arguments failed, I got very sad and I was like, no, it can't be. It can't be that for 18 years, these people who are teaching me this religion didn't know what they were talking about. I was in denial. I would lose debates, lose arguments, have my points crumble, and I would deny everything that they were saying. So I went back to my Christian community and began to realize no one had done their research. A lot of information was inaccurate, just like the girl in the Stitched video said. And I started to realize how lost Christians were, being that there were so many different denominations, the main big categories being Protestantism, the Roman Catholic churches, and the Eastern Orthodox churches, but it breaks down even further. There were so many different people claiming that they knew the right path to heaven, and they were like so lost. Some Christians didn't even read their Bible. Christians were stuck in this Christian circle of people and they weren't questioning their views or like testing other views or questioning anything. They were just trusting this religion blindly. And you start to see how like people in the past have taken advantage of people in the name of God, how you have prosperity preachers, how you have the Protestant Reformations that happened all over Europe. And you begin to not be able to trust people. A lot of the attitudes that I was getting in my community and the Christian community, and this even affected other parts of my life. I'm Nigerian, my family is Nigerian, and I even saw bad ideas in the Nigerian community revolving around religion and just certain ideologies, and you try to explain to people why these ideas are bad. I start like questioning everything that I believed in and everything I was raised on, and people would listen to my whole argument and then kind of respond with, so you don't believe in God, or you don't believe in our ideologies because of like some kind of bogus reason that has nothing to do with like what I just said. Or they say like, you don't like God because God doesn't do what you tell him to do. And it's like they ignored your whole argument and came up with some kind of reason in their head to make believing in God okay, and the problem is you. I later realized that what they were partaking in is cognitive dissonance, and they were trying to protect the religion that they believed in and make it make sense in their head. They didn't want to accept the reality that it could be wrong. I was very confused and I was constantly insulted because of my age, and like a lot of fallacies were used to just like push my arguments and my concerns to the side, and my concerns weren't really like taken into consideration. And ultimately, in the end, it kind of just ended with the Christians that I was surrounded saying, hey, we taught you the best that we knew, take it or leave it. And it's like they didn't understand how they just like wasted 18 years of my life based off of something they did no research on. It's like my whole life and their whole life, all of the religion that was pushed upon me, all the politics and everything was based off of a rumor and no research whatsoever. For a couple months, I bounced back from atheists to Christians, from atheists to Christians. I tried to deny. I tried to make religion make sense. It must make sense. Like, how could it not make sense? So many people believe in it, and I started to realize these things were fallacies. The thoughts that I was having were fallacies. It wasn't making sense, and when it was just crumbling. And I took disrespect from the Christian community so much. And I'm not saying like I'm a good person. I kind of gave disrespect back. I became angry and just betrayed. I felt betrayed by people I trusted to lead me in the right path for all these years. And when questioning them, they had nothing. I started to see hypocrites in Christianity, people who didn't read their Bibles, didn't know what the rules were. I just saw such lack of education, and I was looking for a leader to like help me out. And I got disrespect, I got lack of education, no research, I got no leadership, and you can only deny for so long. I'm realizing that this video is taking a long time, and it's going to be a very long video, so I'm just going to split this up into parts. So I'll just end it here. Follow me and stick around if you want part 2.